It's Carly Hall, and today's video is on Design Space. So I'm going to start in Design Space. Currently, I'm using Google Chrome, so I'm in an internet browser, and I'm at design.cricut.com. So I've opened up Google, and I've typed in the address. So I'm on the internet using an internet connection to go to Design Space. Now, Cricut just announced that they are moving offline, and they will be using a application for computers. So before you get freaked out that Cricut Design Space on your computer is going away, it's going away just on the internet, but it is not going away. You can still use your computer or laptop. So this video is specifically for my laptop and computer users. This does not affect my Android or iOS Apple device users. Those are different apps. So today we are just talking about computers and laptops. So right now, like I said, I'm in Google Chrome, but this is going away. So if you are watching this video in the future and you navigate to this page, you may just see a link to download something. So to get you up to speed, you're going to download that. I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to show you how to use all of the features of this new Design Space for desktop app. Okay, so like I said, this is the internet version, and this is going away. And this is a good thing for us Cricut crafters because it's going away and you no longer need internet to cut. So I'll walk you through what that means. We're going to start by going to help.cricut.com. And this is Cricut's Help Center. And if at any time you have questions about Cricut, you can come here and search. I'm going to search Design Space for desktop. So now I'm going to come to Design Space for Desktop Beta FAQ. If you have questions that are not answered in this video, I bet you they are asked here and answered here. So you can see there's a ton of FAQs, frequently asked questions, and you can see all of the reasons why they're moving away from the web-based version and why they're moving towards an application. So an application is one of these little programs. It's a computer program that lives locally on your computer. So like Microsoft Word, for example, is an application on my computer, and I can use that even when I'm not on the internet. So Cricut Design Space will live on my computer just like that. It's in beta right now, so today's date is it's January 14th, 2020, and it's in beta, and that just means that right now it's close to being perfect, but there's still bugs. And you can see right here that it's in beta, meaning they're still working out the kinks. So if you see issues or you're having weird things happen, you can report those, and I'll show you how to do that. You're going to download and install it. I'm going to walk you through that. But again, if you have any questions that I don't answer, you can come over here, and I'll link this in the description below so you can find this at any point. Okay, so to get started, we're going to hit this second little bar here, Design Space for Desktop Beta, Installation Instructions. So here it will walk you through everything that I'm going to go through. And if you're on a Windows computer, you'll probably want to walk through these instructions. I'm on a Mac, so we're going to go to the Mac tab, and then we're going to click on this button here. This will bring us to a download page. And if you're watching this in the future and you don't even have the ability to see Design Space and you're just at a download page, well, now you're caught up and we're going to start downloading. So you're going to download Design Space onto your computer. So you'll see in the left-hand corner here, it's downloading, and it's really small. So it's only 117 megabytes. So it doesn't require a lot of space, but you will want a little bit more space so you can download your images and fonts for offline use. All right, so once it's done downloading, you'll see at the very bottom left, it's done. So you can click on that there, and it will open up another pop-up window and open up the application. This window will pop up, and you'll just drag this little Cricut C into the applications. If you open a Finder window, you'll see that in your application, so on the left-hand side, if you scroll to your C's, you'll see Cricut Design Space. You might also notice there's this device that says Cricut. So I'm going to minimize everything so you can see. There's this installation little disk. You can just drag that right into your trash can and it will eject. You don't need that anymore. So then I'm going to double click on the application. And it will launch and ask you if you're okay with opening this from the internet. I just want you to know that you should have peace of mind that Cricut qualifies all of their software, so you do not need to worry about any type of viruses on your computer. They have an amazing quality assurance team, so you can trust this program and open it. Close out our applications, and now our design space for desktop will start up. So it'll welcome you, and then you'll sign in. So one of the biggest questions was, will my stuff transfer to this new app? And yes, it will transfer because we're going to log into our account. So we're going to log in, you'll type out your email and your password, and then you can say, remember me, so that you don't have to do this every single time if you're on your computer, and you can click sign in. Now, when you sign in, since Cricut is cloud-based, and it's one of my favorite things about Cricut, now all of my projects are on this computer in the cloud. So they're not locally saved yet, but we can. So I didn't have to transfer over any of my projects. They're all here, and I'm good to go. So now we're going to go through the guided tour. So you can set your machine mode, and you'll set up everything that it tells you to do. So we'll click next, and then we'll select our machine, whatever machine you plan on using. And you can change this at any point. And then you can see now that it gives you this little prompt. You can save projects to design offline. So if you click on here, you can see that there's this button that says save for offline. So if I click that, that's going to download locally onto this specific device. So this computer. So if I lose internet connection, I can still access this project. So you can do this with any projects you want to use, as well as images. So we're going to jump into Design Space now, and I'll show you around. There's really not that many changes, but there's a couple of questions that I got that I just want to call out to make sure we're all on the same page. So I'm going to click New Project. Okay, so now the canvas looks exactly the same, and you'll see that all of these buttons are available to use while we are connected to the internet. So again, I'm not on the internet, just connected to the internet, and you can see that I can see templates and projects. If you're an Access subscriber, you can see all these projects. Okay, so if I go offline, say the Wi-Fi drops or something happens where I can't get access to the internet, it will throw this error. Looks like your connection was lost, but keep working. Only certain features and content will be unavailable. So you can see that my templates are unavailable and my upload is unavailable. So I can't upload while I'm offline. But my projects, the only projects I can see, have that icon that I saved for offline use. My images right now are just images that were saved from those projects, but I'll show you how to save your images for offline use. And same thing with my fonts. My fonts, anything on my computer, my system, those are saved on my computer, so I can use those offline. And my Cricut fonts, the only ones that are saved are the ones that are in those projects. Again, I'll show you how to download those as well. But for the sake of showing you offline, I can just pick any font that's on my computer. Try that again here. System fonts. Scroll down. Here we go. You can see all of my fonts. And I can pick this cute font, type, and I have no internet connection right now. So I am designing with no internet. And if you have been a longtime Cricut user, you know how exciting that is. So I can add shapes, and then I can go to the Make It screen and cut my project completely offline. So again, this is great news for us Cricut crafters. Now we can turn the Wi-Fi back on. Okay, so now we are going to show you kind of how to download your projects and all that good stuff. So if there's an Access project that you didn't make from scratch that you want to save offline, so say you're going to be Valentine's crafting and you want to click on this box to save for offline use. Right now, the only way I know how to save this for offline use is you click on it, click Customize, replace the canvas, and then I'm going to click Save As. And I'm going to do Love, Heart, Top Box. Don't need to be public. I can click Save. And then I have already set my settings up But for the first time when you save your project, it'll ask you to set your default settings. So for example, it'll say, do you want to save this to your cloud and computer or just your cloud? So now if I go to projects, since mine's set up to save to my computer and the cloud, it automatically saved for offline use. And if I don't want it for offline use, I can just say remove offline copy and it will just stay in the cloud. So now that's saved for offline use. If I want to just save a project that's already built, again, just click those three dots and click save for offline. For images that I want to save for offline use, if I'm an Access subscriber, then you'll see granted. And if I click on any of these images, I can click on as many or as few as I want. Down at the bottom, there's a download button and I can just click download and now it's saved for online or offline use. Same thing for your uploaded images. So if I just filter to upload, I can do the same thing and download these images for offline use. So very, very easy to do. And then for my text, I don't know why I typed hello, that's force of habit there. But if I go to my fonts and I go to Cricut because I'm an Access subscriber, and again, this really only applies to my Access subscribers. For the uploaded images, obviously, if you're uploading your image, that applies to you. But if you don't have Access, this does not apply. So if you have fonts that you want to download for offline use, you can just hover over them and then a download button will appear and you can click download and a little icon will appear once it's ready to go. So we just downloaded projects, images, and fonts for offline use. And again, you can only upload while online. So you'll want to make sure you upload all your images and then select the ones that you want for offline use, download them, and then you'll be able to use them offline. So now let's navigate back offline since we have some projects and images downloaded. So I'm going to go to images and you can see right off the bat, my images, the only ones available to me are those that have that icon. But I can use them, I can manipulate them, edit them, cut them. They're good to go for offline use. Okay, let's see what other questions I missed. Does the app cost money to download? No, it does not. You saw the download page. Again, the link will be in the description. How much space will the app take up? Very, very small. It's in the FAQs. It's 370 megabytes and then about 4 gigabytes for all these images and things that we're saving offline. So again, I'm completely offline right now. Pretty incredible. I'm so excited. How do I download it? I just showed you, but again, there's a help article on how to download it. So it will be really easy to do. And you do need internet to download the app. So if you do not have internet, you will need to go to a library or Starbucks to download the app and then download your images. Can you still see your projects and designs? Yes, since we logged in to our Cricut account, everything is already attached and you won't lose anything in the transfer process. You cannot upload offline. Can you upload offline? No, you cannot. How do you share your projects? So in the past, the way that you would share a project, let me open Design Space. In the past, if you wanted to share a project, you'd click on that project, click Customize, and then you would copy this URL. So if I copy that and open it on a new tab, my friends and family with access could open this project. Also, I've got a couple of questions about this. Download Design Space for desktop now. People are asking, they've already downloaded the app, so why are they getting this message? It's because we're using the web version. So while you're using the web version, you will still get this little message. But if you're using the application, you will not. Okay, so in order to share these links, we would copy and paste them and then share them and you could open. In the future, when you share a link like this, or if you click on a link that exists, it will automatically open the application. Cricut has promised there will be some type of button in your share option here that will create a link, a shareable link that will open the project. So that's not here yet as far as I am aware, but I'll confirm with Cricut to make sure that's the case. And then I'll update the description when that's ready to go. But it should be on this little page where you can share a clickable link to your friends and family. Okay, let's close out the web so we don't get confused here. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about really quickly is, so this little icon right now, it's on my dock, but if I were to close it out, the only way to get to it is through my applications. So to make sure it stays on the dock, you're going to right click it and say options, keep in dock. And then that way you'll see that there's a check mark once you've selected it. So when I close it out, it'll still be there. And again, I'll walk through that and what that means. Okay, can I cut using multiple machines? Yes. So I've minimized my screen, and then at the very top, you have a toolbar. You can say File, New Window. And now I can be cutting on this window and designing on this window, however many machines you need to connect to. If you have an Explorer Air 2 or another Explorer machine, you can also be designing in the different families at the same time. So it's really helpful. All right, so I think I've covered all of the questions. This will not automatically cross over. You will be forced to download the application if you use your laptop. So if you don't want to deal with this and you are an Android or iOS user, don't worry about this. Forget everything I've said. But if you have a computer and you go to design.cricut.com, you will get a download link to walk through this process. And then you will have this application on your computer, but rest assured you will still be able to use your computer. If you have feedback up in the upper left-hand corner of your canvas, you can click here and go all the way down to the bottom and choose feedback. And you can put any of these categories and type out your comment. This is really helpful for the Cricut developers and for our crafting experience. We want to make sure that Cricut hears all the problems. So again, I'm going to do that slowly. Up at the top, come down to feedback, and then you can select a category and type your issue. If there is anything I missed or anything that I made extra confusing and you need more clarification, ask a question or leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I love hearing from you. It makes this job so much better. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be notified of future videos, make sure to click that bell because I have a lot of fun videos coming. So I hope you found this helpful, albeit a little bit long and maybe boring. This is a good change for us Cricut users, and I'm so excited for what's to come with Cricut. This is a great step in the right direction, and I can't wait to see what else they release. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.